and then I can hear, and there's mine, and I can hear it, and it's not too loud, it's not too whatever. Now it's gone again, and there's Max over there with his, look, he's gonna think he's allowed to have toys on the couch now because we're letting him this one time just to keep him happy. But technically, I'll whoop his ass if he has a toy on the couch, because yes. Yes. He's like, and I hate you immediately. Yes.
Seconds, and for 10 seconds I'm talking, and when I'm talking for 10 seconds now I am going to talk for 10 more seconds because this is a test and I am testing, and if I'm not testing then we weren't testing and it wasn't 10 seconds. So 10 seconds is too long, too short, and also the same perfect amount of time. All right, how was that?
That sounds perfect. You have a great
it's amazing
microphone.
There you go.
Thanks.
You have
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, there it goes.
Ooh.
You have a great microphone voice.
I'm doing yeah, I have to hear my surroundings. I can yeah.
He does the same thing while he edits.
I can't go in a world. I do covers, so I like sing with one ear off because I'm just so
bougie like that.
I can't do it.
This is how Kevin edits, with one ear out. Normally it's the right one, so I can't tell that he's not listening, but then Bug and I will sit over here and talk shit, and he'll be like, I can hear you. He'll start laughing randomly, and it'll be fine.
Sorry, what? Yeah, sorry, I gotta no, I have my straight voice on, so.
Why?
How you doing, everyone?
Hi, my name's Tiano.
My name's Seth.
You look like a Seth. That's what's funny, though.
Ooh, that's aggressive.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
Right,
I'm
Brittany.
leaving, actually. What else can we hit our head on today? Okay, I'm gonna go slam my head on the fridge, and then I'm just gonna.
Oh, good. 2 bleeding heads.
Sounds like a band name.
It does.
Two bleeding
Two bleeding heads. Our first song is called "Trip to the Hospital."
to the ER.
Trip to the ER.
Trip to the ER, but the ER is the initials of my mom's house.
Band-Aids won't stick on a hairy scalp.
Although it's doing very well.
It's the album. And the first song is like Band-Aids. The second song is Harry Scout.
You get the
I can't do it. Not working
I had
today.
the first one.
Okay.
we're back.
Okay.
We've been gone for like a week.
Okay.
Okay.
And Kevin is going to the ER maybe because there's
Okay. Hello and welcome back to the Squirrel Tribe podcast. This is episode number 8. With me, I have Tiano. Side note, we may have to cut this podcast short in case we have to take Kevin, the normal second podcaster, to the emergency room after his dumbass hit himself in the head with a microphone and gashed it open and bled profusely. That's where we're at right now.
I almost passed out.
So, yeah, no, it's not so bad. It's no longer bleeding through the gauze, so I think we're going to be okay.
We also have Max.
As long as when you fall asleep, you wake back up, I think we're good.
Yep.
So there's that. Bourbon
worried.
fixes everything.
We're not worried at all.
Not at least.
dog doing it.
Because it's what he does.
Max is the moment.
The second he realizes something is recording, he's like, how do I get in this? I want to be in this.
Sit down. Oh, okay.
He's like, okay, cool. I'm going to put my butthole in
my
his face instead.
God.
And then climb in your lap. This is
Once
what
again,
he
everything's
does.
fine. Everything's under control. Honestly.
Everything is awesome. You know that song?
I do.
Okay. I can't.
A thing. It's a.
Exactly. I can't either. Oh, Lego Movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What?
Where are my pants? Basically it.
More references. Love
The
that.
dog's going to rip the headphones off your head the second he lays down.
Ew, ew, ew.
Bro, come on. Bro. You can't do it.
It's what he does. Welcome to Maxie Poo Think. No licking. Stop licking. He's licking you. Make him stop. Max.
I feel helpless.
Max.
I can't do it.
Have you ever been sexually violated by a golden doodle?
The cord is draping over his head.
I feel like
Anyways.
you're a way aggressive dog.
So
You don't know your-
What do we have going on today?
What we don't have going on
Is
it's
not-
the most accurate reaction to the first taste test of
Take a swig of that thing.
Absolutely not.
It was
That's-
absolute trash.
So Michelle only drinks silver tequila, and if it's reposado, she will tell you every 2
Every 2 seconds.
that
I
she
don't
does
know if
not
this is
do
a good idea.
reposado.
I only do silver tequila.
These
But
are pre-mixed margaritas.
they picked these things up at the Publix liquor store, which according to Kevin, the way he told the older woman behind the bar was highly overpriced. And she was like, listen, angry black man, it is what it is.
He verbally accosted this old woman.
prices.
I'm just saying. What if she did set the prices? What if
But
that
they
was
were
her
on
store?
sale for $8 each, and they're usually 15. So
Well, because they taste like absolute asshole.
girl math is if I did not buy it, I would have lost $8. So
Girl, man.
so that's
Okay.
It was free.
Do me a
I got
favor
it.
And describe the initial taste.
Punishment.
Nail polish remover and
Lime.
mango.
Oh.
But mango with the skin on. And you took a bite. And then also a really old lime that was left in the sun and
Forgot what it was and thought it was a lemon. That kind of thing.
and then it got squeezed by a dirty hand.
Yes. Squozed.
Squoze by a dirty hand.
Squozed by a dirty hand. That is what it tasted like. It was not tasty. And I like.
Take a sip.
No. Okay, cool.
We did that. We went
We're not going to do that again.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I will.
Knock yourself out.
with 2 ears on the earphones. Oh, you took the other ear off. Like Van Gogh.
One ear on, one ear off, baby.
You're not gonna do that again, are you?
He is. So I used to do this thing on my Squirrel Tribe 2.0.
That's good. All right, we're going to take the first sip. I know this is affecting Michelle more than it is Kevin right now. Max.
He said, hey,
Oh, sorry. Sorry for shouting. Okay. Hey. No.
Max.
oh, yin yang twins over
Stop licking everything, dog.
Let's taste.
For some reason, all I can think of is the SNL skit with the sweaty balls.
I don't like you saying that.
He's like,
Tell you something, Magic. Okay.
He put his tongue in it before he took the sip. He said, "Who the
That's rancid. Okay.
Max.
Max is taking me with him.
I told you that was going to happen." And now the top is underneath Max's male parts.
Right.
it's Jeff.
Now they're on your forearm.
Last time we did this, he got the damn camera down.
Oh, yeah. No, he did.
I believe it.
He knows it too. He knows that he's like all in the way, but he loves it. It's the only way to get him. No, it looked awful. The old fashioned was okay.
Less awful than that.
Yeah, it was kind of sweet, but I feel like the people who generally buy these aren't two grown men at the liquor store. They're the younger kids who just hit 21 or have the fake ID. And
I can assure you.
It's pretty.
I can assure you 2 grown men didn't buy it.
It's 2 grown men with a lot of money, for sure.
One grown man bought it while the other grown man tried to convince him not to.
oh, there we go.
That sounds like fake news. No, it's two grown men with a lot of money and a lot of character.
A lot of
A lot
character.
of hair on their chest.
Yes, there you go.
Because we don't have
A little
the
less
time. We
hair
don't
on the
have
top of their head
time.
because they took it off with the microphone when they dropped it on their head after they hit it on the ceiling fan.
Too soon.
Too soon? My bad.
We don't have the time to make our own cocktails. Like we're just too booked and busy.
Like a seal, this wouldn't be a problem.
Sir,
I feel like you would have been bleeding more profusely.
does Max not realize this is a Wendy's? Like
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
this is not Wendy's behavior.
I don't know how he knows that.
We're gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna fight their dog.
We'll be back after this short announcement from our sponsor.
PETA has left the chat. Oops.
We don't have a sponsor.
Careful, he will bite your nuts.
He will, especially if they smell like anything fun.
I told you I'll bite him back.
He says, "Is this Carnauba?"
Yum, yum, yum.
What in the hell? Bro.
Broski, stop.
All right, you ready for topic number 1?
Yeah.
Sure, what is it?
Personal care and gel nail toes.
I'd like to start out by saying I feel personally attacked. I just had gel on my toes for the first time ever.
I like how Kevin's snapping at Max to get his attention. Max looks at him like, the hell are you doing? So he just
He's like
literally
starting
just
a
sat down
Broadway
instead.
skit. It's like a gel nail toe like number. He's like gel nail toes.
Got it. Yes. I love
Get
it.
him painted. Get him.
Yeah.
No. I'm not going to show my toes, obviously, because
This isn't a fetish channel.
I'm going to pay for that.
Yeah.
But the gel lasted a while. I know a few people commented on it. I'd never had my toes painted before. I got like neon yellow, and then it lasted a while, but it felt thick. And I was like, why? Yeah, thanks. It's like a radio show soundboard. Yes. Pew, pew, pew. But yeah, no, I mean, it just lasted a while, but then it was like hanging off of my actual nails and it was nasty.
Oh, yes.
And then I was like kind of drunk and then I picked them off. And now my
Your
nails look like I did like
gnawed on them, right?
No, it looks like if I tried to do a cartwheel and I fell sideways
and then just
I
drag your toenails across the concrete.
My toenails across the sidewalk.
Any female or male, obviously, who has had gel on any toes or fingernails, you know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, they feel brittle.
Yes.
They feel wrong and they feel anti-religious.
I don't even know what that means.
They just feel bad. It's just bad. Yeah.
Let me see your toenails. I don't think we can do this.
If I went to the creator,
You'd be like,
getting in.
No,
Not
not with those
getting
toes.
Gel toes and sin?
He would go,
But afterwards,
okay.
hey, Growly McGrowlers.
He's mad at the toes too. He's pissed.
We're doing this?
He's pissed.
He's like, that other dog is
pissed too,
walking by.
Max. I'm pissed too. But yeah, no. So I peeled them off, and now I haven't done anything else except clipped them, and now they're just.
You need a little buffing bar thing. I have one if you want it.
I have a nail file.
No. No, they do. They Dremel the stuff off. Like
Yeah,
they use
and
that
it's
little
terrifying.
thing. It is. Because it gets really hot and then it touches your cuticle.
And then
it's
if
like,
you
ow.
flinch, then they look at you like, "You good?
Are you okay?" Well, I mean, you're coming at me with hot rotary stuff, but yeah, no, I'm great. I'm
not
cool.
plywood, man.
No.
Relax.
No, but I have the little Buffy thing, not Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but the little buffing thing that it's like the four-sided. So one side is like the emery board and one side's like the polisher and one side's like the smoother.
I'd rather put it off and not address it like a human being. Thanks.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
My toes are fine.
Yes,
Thanks for checking
they're
in,
fine.
everyone.
There's nothing wrong here.
Procrastination.
Yes.
Yep.
It's the American way.
It's very natural.
You guys ready?
We didn't even really jump into topic number one, but sure, shoot it. I didn't hear anything about self-care.
Ooh, true.
Well, personal care.
Personal care is still self-care.
Skincare, self-care,
Totally different categories.
mental care.
Well, which kind of self-care are you talking about, sir? That's for Squirrel Tribe Life After Dark.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
I took that choke dog.
Wow, wow.
I liked it.
I was going to say that earlier, too,
He
because
said they liked it. First of all, relax.
first,
Let's not.
you're doing too much. Second,
false narrative.
that's a really good thought to try later, but yeah.
Kind of want to drag this towards me. Is that cool?
A lot of beverages on there.
We sure do.
That's good. The carpet
one's a
will soak
beverage,
them up.
one's a chemical.
The carpet will soak it up. It's fine.
So self-care, what's your routine?
Self-care.
Face, like face routine?
If you've ever looked at any of my skin, like on my face or my face and all the bags under my
I've
eyes,
never seen your skin. I would love to see it
I
sometime.
don't have
I
self-care.
don't see your skin.
I don't have
Weird X-ray. I just
self-care.
I feel like there's some weird pickup line considering like epidermis in it, where it's just like, hey girl, I'm trying to see what's below. Oh, wait, no.
I'm trying to see that epidermis.
below that epidermis.
Ew.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's like. Never mind.
I'd like to. It puts the
below-
lotion on its
we
skin.
saw below his epidermis just now. As he gashed
Yeah.
his head.
was it white meat? Did it get to the white meat?
It was the other white meat.
I always saw it was red and I blacked out, so I'm not sure. Anyways, so how do you take care of your epidermis?
I don't. I hope that nothing gets on it and it stays clean, and that's all I got. I'm very, very bad at self-care. Just because when it's time for bed, I'm like, all right, I got to brush my teeth. I wipe my face off with like a Clinique wipe or whatever, and I pee. I don't take the time to do that whole steam thing and all that stuff. No, not doing all that.
I don't steam thing myself either. But
Why is your skin? Well, I mean, you're 28 and Puerto Rican, so I guess that's it.
Kind of breaking out, but it's because I work on a rooftop and we sweat a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I do the
She said the secret was Cetaphil.
I don't know. What
I
that
love
is.
Cetaphil. It's a certain brand.
That's a bad brand.
I like CeraVe.
Sorry,
and Cetaphil.
Cetaphil, if you're watching. But
There goes that sponsor.
you don't want to be sponsored by them anyways. Just kidding, kind of. So I do a green tea superfood face wash by The Good People, which foams up, but it's not foamy out of the bottle, which is phenomenal. Do that. Scrubs, especially when you scrub your beard. Not that, you do that. But when you scrub it against something, it foams up really nicely. And I have really dry skin, so I need something that can get through to my beard. So I do that, and then I do an exfoliation once a week, which is from Lush. I don't remember the name.
See, I'm gonna go to Lush tomorrow. We were supposed to go today, but
Gonna
you're
spend
here
a lot
instead.
of money.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna
there was
spend a lot
that.
of money.
But I'm trying
How
to.
long your beard would grow?
No, I have. I just don't like. As soon as the beard has hang time, I don't like it. It gives me
You
the
would
ick.
look wrong with hang time. He used to have a very
hang
long
time
beard.
gives me the ick just for the beards.
I was about to ask, totally off topic, but are you going to keep the gray?
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah,
gray and
100%.
beards. I love his. Yours looks good because it's like off on the sides
I love a
only.
good accoutrement.
Yeah,
if
I
you
got all
will.
the gray up in
Salt
here,
and
but I was
pepper
telling him,
accoutrement.
I sent him a bunch of pictures last night of all these different hair colors and stuff. And I was like, which one should I do? Because I just feel so boring and bland. Because
For what? Salt and pepper?
Yeah.
I was already in the category, but at least I'm physically here as well, I guess. But no, so, okay, superfood face wash. Then I do.
I need you to tell you a story about the underage Russian Moscow Mule.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just put like a note for bar story at the end or something. But yeah, superfood face wash. I get out, whatever.
do you smell like Brussels sprouts then? Kale and Brussels sprouts.
Green tea.
Well, you said
smells,
superfood.
it smells medical. For my face products, I like them to smell medical. So where if you get a procedure, not that sounds very
I was about to
dramatic.
say, keep
if
going.
you get your eyebrows done or you get a facial, like you have those, they have those products that smell like spearmint or like, you know.
Yeah.
So this one's, fresh Band-Aids. Love that smell.
That's great. It's the
so-
best. It's the glue.
So I have my face wash, whatever. I get out. Then I have a Honey Whip moisturizer from Wishful. That is
Sleep.
phenomenal. No, it's so light, but it's whipped and it soothes your dry skin because you just
Start going to bed at 7.
washed your dry skin off. I go to bed at 3 or 4 a.m. and I still do this. I do the Wishful moisturizer. Then I do a banana eye cream because that has like a thing in it that helps you. That is my medical advice. It has a thing in it that does something good for you.
There's a thing that does the thing.
I also witch hazel. Have you heard of witch?
Oh, yes. I use that. It stops
Any of
bruising.
Witch hazel is like
It stops bruising.
voodoo magic. And I have a spray rose witch hazel thing, and I spritz it and act like I'm in a music video. And then I do this, which is like the most feminine thing I probably could ever do. And then
Genre. Is it country? Is it rap? Is it?
It's definitely not rap. It's probably like slow R&B
it's like,
country mix.
No, it's like probably.
Enrique Iglesias?
No, it's giving like very much like Sarah Bareilles, like
J-Lo from the block?
maybe Jenny from the block, but Jenny's not from the block anymore. Jenny,
felt like you
Jenny's
were-
at the sauna.
I felt like you were a little Sarah McLaughlin with it then.
Sarah McLaughlin, that's
There you go.
great. Yeah. Yeah.
The ASPCA is all about it. Yes.
And I'm
I do
fanning
miss those dog
myself.
commercials at 2:00 in the
Why do
morning
you
where she
miss
was
them?
singing,
What do you
where she was
mean?
singing sadly about how
So
the dogs
sad.
need
No.
homes and food.
Nope.
Neutering.
Terrible. Terrible. I would
like
literally
Sarah
look at it in
McLachlan.
shock. I was like,
In the eyes of an angel.
Production cost to make that commercial?
oh, they banked on it. That was a tax break. That's called a tax
Well,
break.
think about all the commercials they have out there
Ladies
of
and gentlemen.
all the kids.
what tax breaks are.
What about
any terminal that asks you for a donation?
The kids in Africa for just 30 cents a day. You
Or
can feed.
Children's Hospital, like the hospitals need more money.
It's like, you know how much money it costs all y'all to fly to Africa, bring all your production, and then
That's a hot take.
film all these kids and then come back here and then ask.
Green screen.
I'm just saying.
CGI is what you mean.
Oh my God. You know the worst CGI in the history of CGI? I bet you can't name the movie.
Can't get it. CGI.
Bet you can't name the movie that had the worst CGI ever.
But that's what it's saying.
I know,
Okay.
but
I thought that was pretty quick.
I think it's great.
No, I have no idea. I've never seen a movie in my life.
Kevin, name the movie. You know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Ooh.
I Am Legend is the
Finding
worst.
Nemo.
It was all cartoon.
That was cartoon.
Wait, but
I Am Legend had the worst
Animation.
CGI in the history of CGI, in my opinion.
what did?
I Am Legend with Will Smith.
No, it did not.
The screaming zombie guy.
I Am
was
Legend
realistic.
Kimmy Curse.
Fuck yeah.
I Am
But
Legend was fucking sick. Are
no,
you
it was.
kidding me?
Well, the movie is good, but that CGI was absolutely awful.
I'm about to walk out if you say one more bad thing.
Good
about
luck.
I Am
Have you
Legend.
seen the trap that we've got here with
I
all the cords and the
am
chair?
very passionate about 3 things.
Wait, let me guess. Let me guess.
Legend is one of these 3 things.
Zombie CGI.
You're given.
Is one of these 3 things.
That was your given.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say.
Am Legend is one of them.
Publix.
No.
Muddled old fashioned.
Don't try. Don't.
I was gonna say.
these things
I was
out
gonna
here.
say green tea, kale, Brussels sprout face wash.
No, because that's wrong. And also,
I Am Legend.
I Am
And now
Legend, you're
gel
right.
nail polish.
No. I Am Legend.
You're You're trying to think of two funny things. Go.
I'm not. I'm just trying to get my priorities straight because I don't lie like you just did. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I Am Legend. Definitely lasagna. Lasagna is pretty good.
Okay.
So lasagnas, no, not bitters. And I would say probably The Matrix, the trilogy. And two of those were movies. So
The trilogy was actually
trilogy is multiple movies. So that equals 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 things that I hold dear to my
But I
heart.
like how you put food
None
in
of
the
those
middle.
were my puppy, by the way.
I noticed. There's no Jericho in there. There was no making a living, someplace to lay your head, the dog,
Nor my
screw
friends.
the mom or dad. It's really all about Keanu Reeves, lasagna, and CGI zombies.
I could have gone like the Dom Toretto and just said like, family.
Family is everything.
God, I just rewatched all the Fast and Furious, by the way. I just rewatched all.
Did you accidentally watch 9 and 10?
I watched all of them.
And 10?
I swear to God. In 3 weeks.
Did you throw anything at your TV while watching 10?
I did drinking games, and every time somebody got launched out of something and landed on the hood of a car, we took a shot.
How did you feel about the way?
went into space.
That was only one time.
How did?
That would have been a good drinking game.
Why is this a game?
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's also one time. Well, another rule of the drinking game. Me and my buddy just developed it as we went because we were just
Obviously,
getting
you're
hammered.
like Joey with his card game.
I mean, so one of the other ones was every time we said, "Oh yeah, right," you know, that's
God,
definitely.
how many bottles did you go through?
So it's like when they're at least one each marathon, but. They had the movie scene where there's a giant spherical ball rolling towards the Vatican.
I remember that one.
Which is a bomb.
Yeah.
And Dom Toretto launches his car off of a bridge to hit a crane to make it spin counterclockwise and hit the bomb off course.
And then land his car
And
perfectly.
then he lands on the hood of a car.
Yes.
He lands on the hood of a car, which I took 2 shots for that scene.
But you want to know what the most outrageous part of that entire scene was?
Dominic Toretto being Dominic Toretto.
No.
Family?
No.
The non-moving
I'm
water in
lost.
front of the Vatican.
The fact that he was driving a manual Dodge Charger Hellcat.
You know what's so funny? Speaking of driving a manual in the Fast and Furious, is even when they're in a Jeep, they slam the gear shift forward as if they're slamming it into park to speed up. Like they're like, oh, he's gaining, and they just like slam it forwards. Like that's not how Jeep gear shifts are like situated. They just literally slam it into park, or they'll be like, oh, hit the e-brake, and then they do like a 360 and make the car do a front flip. That just doesn't make any sense.
Let me
But
explain-
It's so much fun to watch. I love it.
Why I couldn't stand Fast 10. Jason Momoa's character. What the actual?
I was intrigued.
It's like they took
He
the.
was too. He was like, what am I doing here?
I wonder
like
if
they
he
took-
had part in choosing his persona. Because
I don't
that
know, 'cause I
seems
mean-
like something not written. It seemed like he was like, hey, we should do space buns and put me in a purple robe for this scene.
And just be the most out there.
Fruity, but still mob boss.
His script literally said Johnny Depp.
I feel like that. Pirates of the Caribbean, but like Italian.
If he drove cars.
Yes.
That's fair.
Because the way he walked around, and I swear at one point he even did the Jack Sparrow like run dance thing,
he
you
did.
know?
Yeah.
And I was like, what is happening here?
I forget how he talked because I was going to do an impression of his.
But I love the part where he was doing like his nails, but the other guys that in his backyard and the
Dead.
two guys
Yeah,
were
they're
like
dead.
all tied up and like dead. And he's like, oh, you know, whatever.
Yeah, he's talking.
Why none of that made it to previews.
I feel like I'm hunching over.
You said what?
I think there's a reason why none of that made it to like TV previews.
Because people wouldn't go watch it.
Yeah.
If they saw how they portrayed Jason Momoa,
They learned their lesson from Disney.
he went from in Game of Thrones, I think it's where he was, like the hot thing in Game of Thrones, right? Isn't that where Jason Momoa got like all lifted up? And then whatever else he was in, and then down to whatever they did to him in
He was
Fast 10.
Aquaman, right?
He was Aquaman also.
I never saw
The
Aquaman.
preview for Snow White.
Nope.
The new Snow White's coming out. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I feel like he just knows he can do whatever he wants
Because he's Jason Momoa,
because he's Jason fucking Momoa.
which is like The Rock. He is.
The Rock was worse than Jason Momoa. If you really want to
yeah.
be real, The Rock is so fucking boring.
Issue with another actor.
I'm going to say it again. The Rock is so fucking boring. He has the worst one-liners in every single movie. He has the shit where he's like, they're right behind us, aren't they?
Was it Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, that one sucked. With
No, I didn't
what's her
watch
face with John Krasinski's wife.
I saw the
With Jim from The
Journey
Office's
into the
wife.
Center of the Earth. Wasn't The Rock in that one?
Yeah, he was in that one.
With my
He's that too.
childhood crush, Josh Hutcherson, if you're watching.
Oh, from Hunger Games. Yes,
Yeah,
he's also
Pita.
in Five Nights at Freddy's. The kid went and saw it. Have you seen it
My
yet?
little pita bread.
Pita bread. Did you see Five Nights at Freddy's?
I haven't, but I want to because
Okay.
I've played the
So
game.
the kid said it's actually on Paramount, I think, for free.
I don't think that's one I have anymore. I have like Peacock, I have Netflix, Hulu,
Disney
I
Plus,
have
all of that
Amazon
stuff.
Prime, I have
Same.
YouTube Plus, I have
Max.
YouTube, whatever else. I don't have HBO Max anymore. My ex has it. I have.
I
don't
feel like
know,
that's
man.
all the streaming.
No,
services.
there's way
no,
more.
I'm
There's
sure there's way
Tubi, there's
yeah.
fucking-
Well, Tubi's free.
You don't have what anymore because your ex has what?
HBO Max.
Can you not just get another one?
He took me off of it. Me
yeah,
and
that
HBO
would've-
Max don't talk anymore.
Yes, that would involve paying.
Yeah, I'm
We're not
pissed.
doing that.
I'm pissed.
Not
I
doing
can't afford it.
Well, since we're on the topic number 2, Bridesmaids and Mean Girls.
that. Which would you pick as better, Bridesmaids or Mean Girls?
Bridesmaids all day.
Mean Girls. I love Bridesmaids, but I would pick
Thanks
Mean
for
Girls.
tuning in. We're about a fist fight. What? How? The cast of Bridesmaids.
Oh no, they're still the best. I love
Kirsten
Melissa
Wiig,
McCarthy in it.
Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy,
McCarthy's-
obviously.
Melissa McCarthy's.
In the bathroom. Don't look at me. No, that's the other girl from Goldberg's and from Reno 911. What's her name? No, which one said "Don't look at me"? Is it her?
It was
It was Melissa McCarthy when she was on the sink.
But
pooping in the
Melissa
sink.
McCarthy, her character is so funny, and then she turns out to be like a CIA agent or some shit, and she's
and
like,
not
yeah,
the
make-
biggest butch lesbian in the history.
Podcast, we say spoiler alert.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Oh, that's not relevant to the story at all. It's just
It's
like
really not. It's just
a
a thing.
random point
Yes.
of character
Yes.
development where she's just like, I
Okay.
actually am super successful, but
Here's
get off
why
your ass.
here's why I can't pick Bridesmaids, because there's one scene in it that makes me feel so awkward just watching the scene that it throws me off, and it's the wedding toast one.
That's so funny.
I
though.
can't do it with Rose
so
Byrne and her,
applicable,
where they're
yeah.
like going back and forth
Yeah.
trying to one up it. I'm literally sitting there
Rose Byrne and
like,
Kirsten
I'm
Wiig.
like, oh God, I can't watch this. Like I'm watching the movie trying to like put my head down
But
because
it's so funny because that never ever happens in a real wedding.
I know, but
and it's so funny to think about what if it did, where two bridesmaids are trying to like one up each other, and then they just both start singing a song, but they're singing a little bit louder
It's
than each
so-
other. That is so fun. And then she's like, actually, we've known each other since kindergarten. And you remember that one time when we did that thing? And then she's like, ooh, actually, well, we go to this restaurant every week. And then it's like, it's
Also, Bridesmaids really, really turned me off for any sort of Brazilian restaurant.
no, that's
With the-
I was going to say Brazilian wax.
that's any,
I'm still
that's
gonna
any
do
hole
those.
in the wall. I mean, you take that chance.
Yeah, you gotta be
but
real
high
careful.
risk, high reward.
High risk, high reward. The high reward is not shooting yourself in your wedding dress in the middle of
but
the
I
street.
bet
I'm
the
just going to
food still
say.
tasted amazing.
I bet it did too. Yes.
No risk, no reward.
No risk, no reward. No, but Mean
So you
Girls.
agree, bridesmaids wins. That's fine.
But I love the fight scene. I love the fight scene in Mean Girls when everybody goes buck wild and they're like fighting like jungle. And then the guy from, well, he was on Mad TV, or was he on SNL? The principal.
I don't know any actors' names from Mean Girls. I will say that.
Well,
right
Tina Fey was in
now.
Mean Girls,
Tina Fey,
also from
Amanda
SNL.
Seyfried, and that's about it.
and
And what's her face? The
from
the one that joined the school.
Yes.
Getting what's her name? It's not.
Lindsay Lohan.
Is Lindsay-
She looks
is it
real
Lindsay
busted.
fucking
Not
Lohan?
not busted, but she looks way older in that Walmart commercial. Cause she, I mean, I forget that we all look older because we're about the same age, but she doesn't look like her. But she had a moment. She went through a lot. So there's that.
Oh, Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay Lohan. She came out with some
When-
Christmas
remember when
movie
she
like a
did
year ago.
Herbie?
Oh, Herbie.
She did Herbie.
Herbie was so bad.
That's
But
so
I loved her in
Freaky Friday.
what? Oh yeah, Freaky Friday with her and Jamie Lee Curtis, the best. But also
Miss
where she did
Yoplait.
Parent Trap.
Oh wait, no, Miss Activia. Jamie Lee.
Yeah,
Curtis. Miss
Activia. But I love Parent Trap. Parent Trap's one of my favorites. But I like the original with Haley.
We're talking about movies too much. I
No,
get nervous.
what's her name?
Really? A hermaphrodite?
No. Are you just making stuff up?
I read that somewhere.
No.
I heard Jamie Lee Curtis was an ostrich.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
And if you don't ask her yourself, then you're wrong. So,
after True Lies, she quit drinking. She became a like super clean, whatever, because I think there's a lot of like
Super clean
alcoholism
ostrich.
with her.
She has some really jiggly titties in True Life.
Boys like jiggly titties.
Speaking of jiggly titties, you know,
They were really jiggly.
Because they're real.
hey,
I'm just saying, fun bags that are real jiggle.
whether they're real or fake, fun bags are fun bags.
I'm not arguing or anything. I'm just saying they were really. You don't even have to respond.
Oh, okay.
There was a girl that came to the bar one time, and the girl that I was bartending with, she kept looking. She was just staring at this girl's titties, and I was like, what are you looking at? And then finally she came, like we had a second, and she came over to me and she was like, she just has some like really big tits. And this is the way she said it was so funny. And she's like, no, those must be like G's. And the rest of the time I couldn't serve this lady.
Because all you could do is look at her boobs.
I'd be like, what can I,
Wait. So why would that?
how are you? What?
Why would?
Because titties are titties. I mean, she had them out. They
That's
punched
why.
me in the face.
Yes.
She came
Big
up to order
boobs
a
are big
drink.
boobs.
She came up to order a drink. I had a black eye, and somehow she didn't pay. I don't know. But it was so funny the way she said it. She's like, she just has some really big tits.
Like she whispered, like the more she said, the lower it got. More
Because you have to
whispery.
whisper when you talk shit about people at a bar. Like if
Yeah,
they hear you
obviously.
talking shit, that's like game over.
There goes your tip.
There goes your
I
jaw.
want to say my tits are down here.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like her shirt just says, "Hey, hey, how
Hey.
you doing?"
My favorite are those
Good
shirts.
merch. Hey, how you doing? Shirt.
My favorite what are those shirts where it's like two hands holding your boobs and then people get mad that you're looking at their boobs and I'm like,
Oh, there's
your-
no shot they're actually mad though.
but your
it's only
shirt-
if you're ugly they're mad.
yes, your shirt is making me look at them. Like I don't even want to look at them. It's like if a guy was wearing a pair of pants and just had a hand grabbing his crotch, everybody's
I'm
gonna
looking
look.
I'm looking at
You look where the design is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normalize breastfeeding.
No, I'm not doing all that.
I can't normalize something I can't do.
You can if you get on TikTok.
See, it doesn't affect me. No, I'm just kidding. But no, so it's funny because that's such a important topic is like people get offended at things, but only if like the other person's ugly.
That is
It's,
true.
like, so true. Like a girl is gonna wear like a really hot outfit, and then like if an ugly dude is like, "Hey, what's up, little mama?" Like she's gonna be like, "Ew, what the fuck? This is just what I'm wearing. Don't take it that way." But
Yes.
then if it's a hot guy, then she's gonna be like,
Channing
so, like-
Tatum walk up and say something. She's like,
Channing Tatum doesn't have to say a single word.
Channing Tatum
he just walk up
is
and gyrate.
All he has to do is be there and breathe.
Channing Tatum.
Be careful what you say here. My foot can reach your throat.
I mean, like
That's all I'm gonna say.
he's just not.
Stop your talking. You're fine. Did you see the way he humped that stage in Magic Mike?
Yeah,
He said,
like a standard.
"Yes,
too
I don't
hot
care.
for his
I don't
own
care.
Good
Yes,
white dude.
as long as you understood the too hot for his own good."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He looks like his like when they ask what you want to be when you grow up, he said a cop, and then like when he brought his parents in for show and tell, like he brought in like some weird dinosaur toy, and then like everyone was like, "That's so cool," but if anyone else did it, it would have been weird.
Yes, that's true.
And then also he looks like he's going to be one of the older men at the Disney water park that's wearing a Speedo and makes everyone uncomfortable. So
I'm
Imagine
with that.
Channing Tatum in like 10 years when he's out of shape and got a comb over.
Have you not seen him in some of his movies where he's out of shape and has
Or
a
he's
comb
wearing a
over?
wig.
And it's very, very unattractive.
I don't think he would get a
Channing
comb over
Tatum,
if he were to wear a wig.
once he is like overweight, is not Channing Tatum. It loses absolutely everything somehow.
That's tanning Chatham.
Channing Tatum, there we go. You know, he just got engaged to Zoe Kravitz, which happens to be Jason Momoa's ex-wife's daughter, who happens to be Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Jason Momoa was
Sick.
married to Lisa Bonet. So listen, well then stop. So Jason Momoa was married to Lisa Bonet, who played what's her name on the Cosby Show. She was the one daughter on the Cosby Show, but she was married to Lenny Kravitz, and they had Zoe Kravitz, and now Zoe Kravitz is engaged to Jason. What's his face? Channing Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Yes, I was thinking Jason Statham,
Channing
which is a
Momoa.
whole new thing.
Channing Momoa. Sounds weird.
He's got 3 cars. You finally got a garage.
Oh, that guy. Oh, that's the one that's always in a hurry when he leaves in the morning.
He's a small man for such a big truck.
That's normally how that works.
Leaving here the other day was another
Yeah.
dude that doesn't live here, and that dude was carrying a purse.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
A satch.
and his ZL1 has a glittery license plate and a glittery steering wheel, and it's a 10-speed automatic.
That's what
They
did it.
offer a 6
Nothing else did it. It was that 10 speed.
They offer a 6-speed manual.
It was the 10-speed automatic that did everything.
6-speed manual.
I want to say my car is like 9-speed automatic, but it might be
They
8.
don't offer a manual.
No, they don't.
So
They offer the manual.
Maybe you can't drive stick. Maybe you can.
maybe he can. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Is that his other car? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his.
Wait, so he has like a Beamer. What is that?
Yes.
Is that a Beamer?
You got an Infinity.
Oh, is that an Infinity?
Is it Infinity, a Camaro, and then the truck?
We shouldn't talk about things people can't see because they're just like, what the hell are they talking about?
And that's why we go into great detail.
There's a truck over there. It's
and they're all maroon.
significantly taller than the
And they all
man
have
that got
Roll
in it.
Tide tags on them.
Significantly taller.
He's not compensating. He's just happy to be here. Then he pulls away in his little crossover.
Constable.
That was her name, Denise. Yeah, Huxtable. That
I
was
never would have guessed that name.
Lisa Bonet's character on the Cosby Show.
Don't know who that is.
She was the one who stood out because she was light skinned. And
Number 3, right?
sure.
Topic number 3 is games.
Games. Like board games?
20 questions.
Ooh.
And Wheel of Fortune, before and after. We were invited to my dog's first birthday Super Bowl party. Come dressed as a penguin.
Okay, all right, chill out. That's a whole separate topic. You just gave us 3 topics. Because Wheel of Fortune is its own topic.
Well, it's
I changed the 3 things that I was passionate about.
It's Wheel of Fortune before and after.
Okay,
Now
I just
now it's
changed
Wheel of
my
Fortune,
list.
penguins.
It's no.
Your
It's
passions have
still
The Matrix trilogy.
no. What was the main
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
changed. Popcorn chip.
Great cinematographic work of art.
We've booted lasagna, I'm guessing.
Lasagna staying. And then it's Wheel of Fortune.
I do
I
love
think that's a pretty good list.
No, I have a problem.
Lasagna is
Yeah, I have a problem with Wheel of Fortune. Let me explain why. I think last year was the very first year that Vanna White got a raise in the entire history of the show. Last year was the first time she got a raise, whereas Pat Sajak made money, and Vanna White got 1 raise.
Who the fuck is Vanna White? Is she the lady?
Are you kidding me right now? How can you be passionate about Wheel of Fortune and not know that she's the main?
Are you putting parameters on what I'm passionate
Yes,
about? Because
very much so.
You can't do that.
I have to. If you don't know who Vanna White is, she made Wheel of Fortune.
Did I not say,
Pat
is she
Sajak
the
and a
one-
board that doesn't turn.
Does
pointless.
she do the thing?
She does.
Okay,
She's
so I
this.
was right.
If Pat Sajak had to go over there every single time and turn it for himself,
You know there's a multiverse that exists with Wheel of Fortune that doesn't have Vanna White, and Wheel of Fortune still happens.
Yeah, it's an app.
I'm about to say it's an app and it sucks and nobody
Actually,
wants it.
no, I feel like they would still put Vanna in the app.
They would.
Like they would have to put a little Vanna. She'd be like,
Vanna.
They probably give her really high heels too.
I would give my life to be on Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, did I?
Not being dramatic.
I would give your life too to be on Wheel of Fortune.
He said, I would give my. I thought he was going to.
Left nut.
Went straight to life.
Yeah.
Was it? Did you think I was going to say left nut?
That would be more reasonable.
No, whole life.
Because you only need one
Made the
nut.
top 3. You know?
So did lasagna.
My mom-
You're giving your
okay.
life for lasagna?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say
Are
I
you
would give my
Garfield?
life for my 3 passions. I said I would give my life for to be.
Were you an
for
orange
to
striped
be-
cat in your past life?
For to be on Wheel of Fortune.
Or to be.
What
Also,
about Family Feud though? That would be so much fun.
Family Feud?
With Steve Harvey.
She's your queen.
No, but I honestly, my mom growing up, like so my mom's a stay-at-home mom, and the Wendy Williams show, first of all, I'm passionate about. Wendy Williams is so fucking funny.
Is it
Oprah,
the drugs?
Obviously, don't do her like that. She doesn't deserve that. Oprah, huge one. Maury, Judge Judy, all of those. But then she also huge Price is Right.
Oh yes.
Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
Bob Barker,
When
Andrew
I tell
Carey.
you, my mom would obsess over wanting to get on The Price is Right. And
Everybody.
she would act like she was on The Price is Right in our living room.
I can picture that. I've met your mom. I can picture
shaking
that.
it.
Yes.
Or
I'd like to bid $1, please. And then everybody else would be like, fuck.
yeah, I want to spin the wheel.
Oh,
Just
a-
want to spin that wheel. Everybody seems so fucking weak. I want to send that
I
shit.
would never look back at the crowd, know all the prices. They'd be like, we don't want you on the show.
Yeah, that's true. The hardest one was like when they had to guess the prices of those items because it was like in that time of that showing, and like normally old episodes would be on too. And then
You
it's
know what I
also,
wanted
like-
to do?
It's California, I think.
Have you ever seen the show Supermarket Sweep? where it was an older show, about the same time that obviously Price is Right is out, but they would go and the whole thing was you had a shopping cart and you had to like run through the grocery store and find these things or get as much as you could at this time.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Supermarket Sweep.
I've seen a lot of spoofs of that.
Yes.
And people
They
make
went on
fun of it,
SNL.
and they just like throw
Did you see the
elbows
SNL
and
one?
like, yeah,
that
I
one's
think I
good.
did. Yeah.
But I loved Supermarket Sweep when I was little.
Yeah, that's a good premise for a show for sure.
Not today. It just piss you off every time you have to go to the grocery store
I mean, like people don't coupon cut like they did, like my mom.
because they don't send out coupons anymore. Oh, sorry. It's coupons. I'm not allowed to say coupons.
Talking to y'all's mom?
Did you say coupons?
I did say coupons.
Still talking to his mom?
I haven't sent her a text lately, no, but I need to.
That's messed up.
I need to.
I already told her you hate her now, so good luck.
Cool.
You're like
cool.
rekindling that. I guess you have to have like a supermarket show off or something. Showdown.
Showdown.
She's gonna win.
Probably.
I used to every Sunday after church, we would sit at the dining room table, and she would say, "Yes, sit your ass down," and we would have booklets of like all of
coupons?
those magazines that came in the mail with all of those deals. We are reconciling. We're cutting, and we're cutting on the lines. If you cut into another coupon, your ass getting beat.
It's like coloring inside the lines. Don't get outside the lines. I understand.
Chancleta to the face.
Chancleta to the face. To la cabeza.
Chancleta or a belt or just the hand. But
El mano.
yeah, I don't know. The coupon cutting thing was my mom was definitely considered a Karen. And then after I started, especially now that I work in the service industry, I just wanted to rebel against that. So now I refuse to use a coupon because it feels like it's inconvenient.
Understandable.
Even though it's really not, because it's mostly self-checkout nowadays. You can
There's
scan
that.
it yourself. And I'm like, I'm not going to bother myself with a
Topic
coupon.
number 3 was games. What are y'all talking about?
It was a
Coupons.
game. Coupons from from Supermarket Sweep. Come on. Stay.
Coupons are a game.
20 questions?
I've never played it.
You've never played 20 questions. That's frustrating.
About 21 questions.
Do you know how to play 20 questions?
You ask questions until you figure out the answer.
You ask yes
Feels
or no.
pretty much.
You ask yes or no questions
Yeah.
to try and guess what word I'm thinking of.
It's only just one single word.
One single thing. It could be a person, thing, or place. That's the only things that exist. But or it can be an idea, I guess. But you kind of choose when you play. Like your goal is to.
So how do you 20 questions existentialism?
See, that's the thing is like, if you're playing 20 questions, you're
that a
not
word?
going to be an asshole and choose something like,
Oh, you're not.
molecular design. Like there's no shot.
Michael
Nobody's Michael, honestly, I'm in a 20 questions game with him right now.
What's that be the answer? Molecular
But he said
design.
it's a thing that I hold sometimes in my hand and sometimes I don't have it, but then also I can have it in my hand. I don't know.
You're
But-
holding the world in the palm of your hand. So ask him if the answer is the world.
So I'm thinking of a word.
I like bowls.
I'm thinking of a word. You ask me yes or no questions.
Is it a word I know?
Yes.
Is it more than 3 letters?
No.
Wait. Did y'all start a game?
Yep.
Is this the same answer that Michael's trying to figure out?
No. I just thought of a word just now. She's on.
Just thought of a word.
She just asked me 2 questions. She has 18
What
left.
were the first 2 questions?
She said, "Is a word I know, and is it more than 3 letters?" And I said yes, and then no.
Is it bright?
No.
Is it required in a craft cocktail?
No.
Is it cold?
No.
Is there one in my apartment?
Yes.
Is it a dog?
Yes. Yeah. See? That was
I don't
impressive.
need 20 questions.
That's good.
Well, because it's under 3 letters. There's only so many things that are under 3 letters that are things that I could think of.
But
Is it
that's the
bright?
thing,
If
it's
you had
more
said yes to
fun.
bright, I would have said sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more fun if you choose like a obtainable word. Like if I chose like
Yeah, but-
deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA.
Where did you pull that from?
His butt.
DNA.
But the game you play on your app, the word is chosen for you.
No. You type one in, then your
you
person
type it in.
types their questions and it gives
So
you a yes or no.
we're going to
sometimes.
download this later, and then you and I are going to be 20 question friends.
It's an Apple thing. Sorry.
Fanboy thing.
Lame droids can't play it.
My kid has an Apple phone, and I will swap her for the day just to win at a game.
Your kid's cooler than you are.
There is that, yeah.
Download the app on your iPad.
You
Oh,
could.
I could.
You could.
Or
But it's
on
not,
my computer.
It's not even an, well,
Go on vacation.
it is an app, but it's,
I could do that, but I'm under 65, so I won't.
you're holding the iPad and you're like, honey, which one's the shutter? No, but it's in the texting. Wow, I sounded old when I said it. It's in the texting thing. How do I pull up the Netflix? But it's in your texts. There's that little thing where you can add like GIFs and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's one of those options in other, and it's
GIFs
called
or
Game Pigeon. GIF.
Is it GIFs?
GIF.
Do you also call it a meme?
Meme. It's a meme. It's a meme and it's a GIF. And I will die on this hill. Both hills.
Now let's get into this Wheel of Fortune before and after clue.
I'm pissed already. Go ahead.
You're invited to my dog's first birthday Super Bowl party. Come dressed as a penguin, and there will be ice sculptures.
What's the question?
Can you reach this?
There's no question.
Will you do this?
How does that have to do with Wheel of Fortune?
Much of the other?
Because before and after.
Thank you. I don't know how you can hand that back to me.
Before and after. That's the clue.
This much of this? Uh-huh.
Oh, God. Oh, so we're playing Wheel of Fortune right now.
You're invited to my dog's first birthday.
Okay.
Super Bowl party.
Okay. First birthday and Super Bowl party.
There will be ice sculptures.
Before and after.
I have no idea how to do this one.
I don't either.
I think he's making this up.
I don't
completely.
like this. I don't like this at all.
What's the answer?
Can I buy an A?
I was about to say, where's the...
There's only 8 more. If you buy one, there's only 8 more.
What? No, that's
I don't understand this one.
That's Scrabble.
I think there's more E's in Scrabble than A's.
There's 12
E's.
E's. Yeah.
We counted all of them out.
There was 9 A's and 9 I's. But then there was only like 4 O's, right? And like 2 U's or something.
It's like 4 S's.
1 Q and 1
4
J.
S's, which is messed
and
up.
1 Q and 1 J.
We were counting the Scrabble tiles earlier. And it gave us the pars of each letter. And there's only 1 J, there's only 1 K, there's only 1 Z, and there's only 1 X. And I find that problematic.
And 1 Q.
I don't know how they chose how many letters you had to begin with. That doesn't
Yeah, who made these decisions? Mm-hmm. Elon Musk should recreate Scrabble. He'd make a better version.
my symbols. Every
It would.
A little bit more.
Because do you know his child's name?
Zugu?
No, it's XAE12. Oh no, it's it's XAE and then A12.
I figured this out. Can you reach behind you for that?
And then he said he pronounces the
Thank
X
you, kid.
ash.
Which makes perfect sense, which is why a Tesla.
But then AE, I forgot what he said about AE, but then is it A12 or A7? He said A12,
Bingo.
A7 was, he said it was an ode to an old CIA project that implemented one of like the coolest jets that ever existed. He named his kid after a jet, essentially, which is fucking sick.
I like your random, pointless knowledge.
Thank you.
nerded the hell out.
I just watched one podcast.
Watched one podcast.
It was a
You heard that,
podcast he was on with Joe Rogan when he smoked weed and everybody freaked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You didn't see that?
Number 4.
Okay.
Bud Light Marriott.
I don't have anything on that one. That's all you.
I don't want to talk about Bud Light because people are stupid.
Bar story.
But
Moscow Mule.
Bud Light connects to Marriott because Marriott just released a TikTok commercial and it was with a gay couple and I ran. I broke my ankle running to the comments. Like I was immediately like, there's no way. And I went to the comment and it's kind of sad. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
coded with humor, but it's pretty fucked up. But you go to the comments and every single comment is just some asshole that's like, I'm canceling my Marriott trip. And then it's even funnier because the comments that are replying to those assholes are saying like, you look more like a Motel 8 kind of dude anyways. Or they'll be like, yeah, your receding hairline and your Hawaiian shirt and your profile picture saying that is exactly what the fuck. So
What's funny is,
all like,
well, because before it was, oh my gosh, you have 2 guys and a whatever. It was, oh my gosh, you have a black person and a white person together. So there's like, people are pissed off at so many different things.
Chuck and Larry make it.
Huh?
How did the movie I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry?
because that's
it was a
banking-
comedy
that's
and-
banking on the way that guys are with each other, which is they treat being gay with each other as a joke,
Yes.
not a real
Yes.
possibility.
Which I think
Which is-
guys who do that should really look into themselves and think about
Well,
if you want to constantly touch another guy's butt or
It's called
just smack it in the
projecting.
locker room
called
of
projecting.
whatever else, you should probably take a really hard look at that.
100% projecting.
In the movie, yeah.
I know some straight dudes that do get married in the military, and they're like, no, that's strictly for benefits. But I mean, like, I'm sure it is for benefits. But anyways,
I mean, we had to consummate the marriage, so
yeah, no, you had to lock it in. But yeah, so the Marriott commercial was dumb as fuck. But the Bud Light thing always. So we're in Florida, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
So this is obviously something that happens to me as a bartender on a very weekly basis, at least. And it's always some like super conservative, weird old man. And they always have to make a comment like, well, I don't fucking drink Bud Light anymore. And I'm like, oh my God, thank goodness. Like, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
You almost caught it.
You almost caught it. That gayness is running rampant in Florida. You got to be real careful there.
It's contagious. It's the gay 23, COVID-19 gay 23. It's happening.
What's so funny to me,
it's real.
The same people who have a issue with a lot of things don't think about the fact that a lot of their favorite things are backed by the things they have issues with.
Also, gay people just have more money than straight people normally. Like, gay dudes are usually
in a better sense of style. Sometimes.
That's debatable.
Not always.
Most
Sometimes.
gay dudes dress like they jog, but they don't actually jog.
That's true.
Yeah.
because they don't waste their money on women.
It's because they just are not stupid. No, it's mainly because they're a lot of like people that grow up, you know, oppressed or whatever, tend to have that like chip on their shoulder, right? So it's like they all of a sudden are like, oh, you know, I have to prove something, and then that just tends to excel them past the normal. I'm just going to do whatever I do to get by. So gay dudes are like owners of companies, or they like own a bunch of property, and it's just like, it's inspiring to see. But also the Bud Light shit is so fucking stupid.
I agree with
I had
that
a
one.
guy that came into the bar last night, and he asked us what beer they had, and my coworker was listing off the beers, and he just shouted, "Oh, none of that queer beer." And I was just looking at this dude like, dude, get fucked. And then my coworker bartender was like, "Oh, okay."
Interesting.
He just kind of made the guy feel stupid, which was sweet.
So
Because
what I was telling you guys about was Bud Light signed a 6-year deal with UFC.
Oh, yeah. Where they're half naked and it's all about
Yeah,
grappling
UFC
each other and putting your balls in each other's face.
UFC is pretty homoerotic.
Yeah.
But it's also funny because that's also it's pretty consistent with like the jujitsu culture too. Because a lot of guys out here especially are heavy into jujitsu, and they are rolling around with other sweaty dudes, and they're like, you know, slapping each other on the ass when they're done, and then they can't stop talking about, can't wait to get back on the mat with you, dude, and like all this shit. But then it's just like, if I'm minding my business and I'm in a relationship with a dude, that's not okay. But
that's what I've always said. You can't be homophobic and like football. You can't be homophobic and like wrestling. You can't be homophobic and like basketball, because it's all a bunch of dudes putting sweaty body parts up against each other. Like, you can't.
Yeah, but if you take Rex Kwon Do and you can give somebody a swift roundhouse kick to the face, no
That's
one
true.
bats an
That's different. Yeah, that's true.
that's not gay.
That's not gay.
That's pretty
Roundhouse kicks are very strict.
roundhouse kicks are acceptable.
eye. What in the world?
The white car?
Was
That made
was that the Honda?
yeah. That makes no sense.
That
Hyundai.
was not it.
Oh no, that was
That could not be that.
That was the FX.
Infinity.
Yeah.
Infinity Day.
Yeah. Interesting.
A white Infinity just drove by very loudly, just to keep everyone in the loop, because nobody can see what we're looking at. It went pretty fast.
So
Yeah.
where do we go from here?
Where did
Back
we
to
go
football?
from here? Let's not.
I meant football.
Oh,
After all of that, we actually did get to watch football.
we did watch football today.
We tried,
Got to watch the Falcons lose.
as I called it, the fourth quarter fuck up. They don't need Matt Ryan for that. In the fourth quarter, the Falcons will lose. They did good for like the first couple of games. They were undefeated for like 2 games. Woohoo. And then they went back on their losing streak.
How long ago did Michael Vick do that thing?
With the, oh, you mean the dog fighting? Do that thing with the dog fighting. You know what's crazy? He got longer jail time for dog fighting than men do for raping women. It's just ironic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
It's because it was one of those make an example out of him moments, because he's in such a spotlight of the public, I bet.
Figure like they should make an example out of anybody who takes somebody against their will, but that's just me.
That's also very fair.
That's also very fair.
But a lot of people aren't televised.
Depends on the state.
That's true.
But also, most people aren't televised and make like $50 million a year.
That's
at
true.
Least.
Also, athletes are overpaid, but that's totally different topic.
It would also been different if he raped someone and did dog fighting, because then, you know, if
which one do you think would have got the bigger sentence?
I'm pretty sure the rape.
I was going to say the dog fighting because people care more about dogs than women.
No. I don't think that's a very hot take. Let's not do that. Topic 5.
Topic anything but the one she's talking about.
Airline food.
I guess that's it then.
You're the first guest.
Thank you.
She doesn't count as a guest.
That's true. That's true.
You can't. That's greedy.
He's the first guest.
You are the first guest.
I'd like to thank not only Jesus, but also God for giving me this opportunity. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Hornitos Tequila.
Andre Brut, extra dry.
Andre Brut. For
Publix organic orange juice.
Mimosas, Publix popcorn chicken. Vizio, pretty good sound bar.
3 passions.
8 out of 10.
3.5. 4 passions.
Yeah, I'd like
I
to
think we're at 4.5 now.
Lasagna as a whole.
We haven't had any today, but I'd like to thank them.
Yep. I'd like to thank I Am Legend, the whole production team. And
It's about the only time Will Smith has gotten a thank you lately.
And then I'd also like to thank, what was her name?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
No.
Kristen Wiig.
The Wheel of Fortune girl.
Oh, Vanna White.
I'd like to thank Vanna White. I never forgot your name. I was joking. And then also Dominic Toretto, and also
big foreheaded Tyrese.
big forehead ass. Isn't Dominic Toretto gay? Anyways, all right.
I like to thank physics for allowing Fast and
I
Furious.
like to thank Gravity for keeping us here, holding it down.
I would like to thank the writers of Fast 9 and 10 for reaching for the stars and beyond with those
I
plots.
saw something today where they were
True.
insinuating they're going to go beyond Fast 10.2.
They probably are.
They need to stop.
They can keep going because it's great entertainment. They're gonna what? Oh, the kid. Oh, they have to bring the kid. Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Young Toretto.
Oh, fuck that guy.
But young
Oh,
Toretto.
they're doing the Star Wars thing where they go back to the beginning. No, nobody will watch it.
I'll still watch it.
How are we friends?
I'm gonna watch it. 100%.
I mean, I'm going to watch it, obviously. Just not going to talk good about it. But
100%. I'm there in the theater.
as soon as Paul Walker was gone, I didn't really care anymore, but I still watch him.
It was weird that he was CGI'd in. I never noticed.
Oh,
the
he
difference.
wasn't. It was his brother. So his brother played his
What?
part, and what they did was they like melded his face onto his.
CGI.
Okay, sure. Yes, we'll go with that. Yeah, I guess that is the thing. But
What
no,
I said.
his brother finished out the parts that he wasn't
fucked
in.
up.
I agree completely. The part at the very end where he's sitting in his car and smiling at him, that's technically his brother, and they
brother's
just put
an
his
asshole.
his eyes on him.
I could never do that.
No, and it
I
looked
would be
wrong.
like, this was my brother's thing. I can't do this.
But they wanted him to finish out the movie, or else they couldn't have done the
Fuck
movie.
your movie.
Yeah.
Like he died.
Yeah.
But I guess. Well, they probably offered him a lot.
I bawled like a baby in the theater for that movie.
because
when
of the Charlie Puth song.
No.
Why have we talked about Fast and Furious for like
started it.
60%?
You started it. Wiz Khalifa.
And Charlie Puth.
Charlie Puth?
Yes.
I don't remember who it was.
I will see you again.
Yes. I won't listen to it on the radio.
She can't listen.
It was on the
to
radio
or
every day.
The the song, the Lady Gaga Bradley Cooper song.
Yeah. In the
Shallows.
Shallow.
Can't do it because that movie destroyed me.
That movie was fucked up.
The Stars Born destroyed me. I mean, I cried like
Me too.
I've only cried that hard one other time in my entire life, and it's when I lost somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was fucked up.
Yes, I
And
can't.
Lady Gaga did
Amazing.
I'm gonna do a chef's kiss
Yes,
into the microphone.
I was bleeding profusely from my head. I didn't even cry.
you have balls. I like balls.
Wait, but did you see the movie?
You would have cried. I feel like he would have cried at that one.
It's
I
a pretty.
didn't even cry when Iron Man snapped his
That's nowhere close.
It's nowhere near the same.
Nowhere close.
You teared up a little. We saw it.
Nowhere close. I mean, it is too much.
It is
too much.
It is too much. I can't ever watch it again. I watched it one time. And that's it.
I cried all 3 times I watched it.
Why would you watch it 2 and 3 times?
I'm sadistic.
Yeah, obviously one was enough for me. I can't do
This is
it.
why I'm about to sip this again. Same shit.
Obviously,
You gonna pour some out? Good lord. You drinking that?
I'm not. I only took that one sip. I just grabbed it because I was thinking about it.
That's what she said. Well, I guess this has been fun. I mean, I know it's been fun, but I'm guessing it's.
I hated it. I
Hated
hated it. You talk shit about Bridesmaids.
You want to watch Bridesmaids when we're done here?
No, you don't even want to.
With Kristen Wiig.
Kirsten Wiig.
Kristen Wiig.
That makes up for Vanna White.
Recreate the scene where you take a dump in the middle of the street where the wedding.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I do have to poop if you want to just make it like real realistic.
All right, topic 6.
Bowel movement.
It's going to be video only.
All right. Tell them goodbye.
All right.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I'm right or not.
About what?
Kristen Wiig.
It's not Kristen
I'm sorry.
Wiig.
I just needed to
Google's
prove a point. Her parents are wrong. Her name's Kirsten. Her birth certificate is written backwards.
Oh my God. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better.
All right. So then, Tiano, thanks for hanging out with us on Squirrel Tribe Life podcast number 8.
Yep.
I guess you got to come back for Squirrel Tribe Life podcast number 16.
This is the maiden podcast that proves that you're a podcast.
Yes.
Because most
Podcasts fail at 7.
Ooh.
Now, if we get 4 views, then maybe it didn't work, but we'll see what happens.
We're successful.
We're not sure yet. We haven't uploaded. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, thank you for having me.
Hey, you're welcome. We should do a whole sweaty balls thing right now.
I don't like that. I don't
Because it's like
it's
sweaty
called
balls.
voice inflection.
Voice inflection.
It's called
You have to talk like this when you're on a podcast. You must put.
enunciation.
Do you remember the movie?
Don't. All right, we're gonna
It could
cut
be
there.
Halloween, where you talk like this.
AI from Eagle Eye. My logic is oh, that's iRobot.
My logic is the word. Manamana. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't
Dun, dun,
compute,
dun,
but I do understand. I don't have feelings, but humans won't either. What?
I don't have feelings, but you're really pissing me off.
All right, we're not gonna make fun of AI here because I want to.
AI can hear us. Yeah, and they'll send something at you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun.
There's more than one, kid.